Center court. Center court was my best tennis experience so far. Obviously, it's one of the biggest stages in tennis, if not the biggest. So I went out there and soaked up all the experience I could and learned a lot from it and had a great time.
Do you feel like the score maybe doesn't indicate how close the match was at points? Are you going to probably look back at some shots and say, shoot, I missed my chances here?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the first two sets were just one break, regardless of it being 6-3. It was one break. I mean, I had chances early in the first to break. I think I missed a couple of returns, or probably got aced with his massive serve, and but no, I felt like I was hanging in there well, and I felt like I had a lot of chances, just didn't execute, and probably the experience on his part took over.
How much of this you got to chalk up to, say, maybe nerves and inexperience?
I mean, I actually didn't feel that nervous. I thought I had a great start. Held pretty comfortably at the beginning and had chances to break, and I felt comfortable out on the court. Felt comfortable hitting the ball. It felt pretty good, and but I think the experience on his part probably played a role in the big points, where I probably played looser points that cost me the sets and then the match in the end.
Were you surprised at how strong he was off the ground? Were you surprised by how strong he was off the ground?
I mean, I felt like I was dictating a lot of points. I felt like I was hitting a lot of forehands. I felt like I was in pretty much every rally. I think the biggest difference obviously is the serve, and he hurt me a lot. He hurt me a lot there in the second serve, and but he just gets. He gets a lot of balls back. I probably waited too many times for the ball to get to me and didn't really take time away. But overall, he's so steady from the ground that you can't just sit back and rally. You got to take chances, and didn't really execute that great. But
what did you think of him growing up, and how well do you two know each other now?
He was the guy to watch for guys my age when we were growing up. He was the up and comer. He was doing really well out there on the tour, and obviously being from Nebraska, that was even more incentive for me to watch him. And I enjoyed watching him. I watched him a lot, and to be able to play him was the best tennis experience of my life. And we're pretty good friends, and I think being from Nebraska helps both of us. But I think we probably got closer after the match tonight as friends.
Did he invite you down to his place? It sounded like at the end, did he say, "Come on down"?
Yeah, he invited me to Austin in the off season to come practice with him.
Will you do that?
Most likely.
What did you learn about his game tonight?
What's that?
What did you learn about his game tonight that you won't make the same mistakes again?
I think the key thing was taking time away. Like I said, he's so steady from the ground. He gets a lot more balls back than you probably think, and I think I allowed him to get back in the point or back in the court after I hit some good balls. And I thought I used my forehand well to get him off the court, but then he could just retreat back and keep making balls without me putting pressure on him or taking the ball early and coming in or anything like that. So.
Jack, have you gone down to practice with him before, or would this be the first time?
No, that would be the first time. I've only practiced with him once, and it was in Florida.
What did he? I'm sorry. Good. What did he say to you after the match? Did he talk to you yet? Did you talk to him?
Yeah. He said on the court that I'll be out there on that court many more times, and got a bright future, and then invited me to Austin to practice.
What was it like playing in Arthur Ashe tonight?
Like I said, it was the best tennis experience of my life. You don't really realize how big the stadium is, I think, until you get down there. Obviously, there's a lot of people there. It looked pretty full, and just to have the crowd behind your back, even playing another American, the atmosphere was unreal, and I'll never forget that.
Had you been in there before?
I hadn't. I've watched in there before, but I hit in there for the first time this morning.
What were you thinking and expecting before the match, and what did you find out that it was like you thought it was going to be, or surprising?
After watching him, I knew that he kind of plays a lot from the baseline, maybe a little bit behind the baseline, makes a lot of balls, is steady. I felt like I could go out there and try to dictate points and try to hit a lot of forehands and try to move the ball around as much as possible and then attack when I could. And I felt like I did a decent job of that, but I mean, like I said, it comes down to him being able to get back in the court and retrieve and kind of be able to hit passing shots the way he wants, like standing still or not on the run. But I mean, I felt overall like I played a pretty good match.
Does high school seem a very long ways away in your past now, or does it feel just yesterday?
I mean, when I was here, I mean, the first couple of weeks, it seemed a long ways away, and then as the week went on, my friends from back home in high school were congratulating me, and I talked to them more, and then I kind of realized, man, I'm still kind of a younger kid, and I just got out of high school, so I mean, yeah, obviously when you play Arthur Ashe at the U.S. Open, it seems a lot different than playing at Blue Valley North in May and at high school state championship, but it was a lot of fun.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
Jack,
Last year, I spoke to you last year. You remember what I said to you last year?
Remember what?
What I said to you last year? Someone told me from New York here that your coach for a while was Mr. Weeds.
I don't recall.
Yeah, that's what he told me.
Okay.
He said that at what age did he tell you that you're going to be a pro?
Let's go with 8. I don't know. 9.
8 years old?
Sure, 9 years old. I don't know.
Who was that? You know his first name?
I don't.
Jack, do you feel you gave up a lot, a lot of developmental time by staying in school and sort of playing it really kind of straight? Do you feel like you have a little catching up to do with other kids your age who went a different route and were really after, challenger circuit and trying to play pro events?
No, not at all. Actually, I felt very happy with the path I took growing up. I mean, obviously, if you look at our histories, yeah, they might have been playing these matches longer and had a little bit more experience, but I went this way, they went that way, and now we're all back right in the same pool. So obviously, the paths we took were irrelevant to the development or the stage we're at now. I mean, we're all in the same boat now. We're all playing. We're all competing against each other to win matches and win money and get points. So